Good evening, Fernwood. My name is Neil, and thank you for joining me on my trip through the entire DVD box set of Mary Hartman, Mary Hartman. We are heading into the February 27th episode. We've got some big topics to cover, although only a couple of topics I'm going to look at today. Charlie and Loretta are on the verge of losing their house. Charlie did sign that awful loan, and if he doesn't make a payment, then they will get foreclosed on. Hopefully, something will save them. If they lose their home, they may end up living with Tom and Mary. On the other hand, Tom and Mary have their hands full because last episode May came to visit and she was in the midst of a suicide attempt. She had taken a lot of sleeping pills and she is on suicide watch at this point. I get the feeling that we're going to see this plot happen right away in this episode. I do have opinions. I was having difficulty processing them last night. Let's look at this from the point of view of Tom and Mary. Tom wants May not to stay at their place, and that I understand because she brings up a lot of tension between Mary and Tom. If you were to ask me, May should be in the care of some professionals and not just staying in someone's home who actually don't want her there. Mary, of all people, is feeling compassionate toward May, and I feel that too. I don't know how they're going to resolve the issue. We're heading into a Friday, so there's going to be a couple days break in between this episode and the next because that's how it would be. So maybe we'll see some of the other plots get ticked on, but I get a feeling that we are definitely going to see May's story continue. So with that, let us begin February 27th, 1976's episode of Mary Hartman, Mary Hartman.
Just a minute.
Hi.
Oh, it's you. Why wouldn't it be? Well, after all, it is your house.
Yeah, I just wanted to see if you were any worth. Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, sure. Oh, Tom, I'm so embarrassed. How could I have done such a stupid thing? I just could kill myself.
Well, it's not like you didn't try, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant that as a joke. Oh, but I guess under the circumstances.
Yeah, you're right. So,
Oh, please. Don't do that.
don't do what?
Don't sit so close. I mean, it's a strange bed.
What's my bed?
Yeah, I know it's yours and Mary's, but that's what makes it strange, you know. I just feel a little funny.
Well, you had a rough afternoon, May.
Yeah. I've been crying. I must look a mess.
No,
Do I look okay?
you look fine. You look pretty.
Oh, Tom. How could I do such a stupid, silly thing?
May, you were upset.
Yeah. Yeah, I was upset. I'm upset since my second divorce. But you see, Tom, these last couple of weeks, they've really been a little scary. Gee, I think I lost an eyelash.
Well, forget about it. Forget about it. You're fine. You're fine.
Am I?
Yeah.
I mean, do you really think so?
I'm positive.
Yeah, you know, I'm feeling terrific. In fact, I'm feeling so good that I am going to call up Florence Bedecker and ask her if she wants to go see our movie.
You can't do that.
Oh, well, it'll be a happy movie. I mean, something like Mary Poppins.
Yeah, why don't you just relax? Just relax. Take it easy. You just can't go rushing off anywhere, you know?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess I just can't go rushing off anywhere. I mean, really, when there's no place to really go rushing off to, period.
Just take it easy. You know, you're going to make yourself depressed with that kind of talk.
Tom, I think I'm depressed.
Well, you're gonna make it worse talking like
I really should get up.
that. No, you can't, May. You can't.
Why not?
Because your legs don't work right. Now just take it easy. Lay back and take it easy, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what did you tell your daughter? I mean, am I embarrassing you?
No, you're not embarrassing us. We told her that you were an old school friend of Mary's and that you stayed over because you weren't feeling good.
Yeah. And what did she say?
Well, she said that she didn't think you were young enough to be a school friend of her mother's.
Yeah. Oh, gee, when I get home, I'm gonna kill myself. I mean,
Come on,
not be
Nina,
anything
come on.
splash. It'll be something nice and quiet.
Hey, now, come on. Stop that kind of talk. Now, stop it.
I won't stop it. I won't stop it. I'm just gonna do it. I'm not gonna talk about it.
Right, right. You know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about.
So, Tom, I'm sorry. I'm just so very
Oh, that's okay. Hey, take it easy. Take it easy.
Hi. I'm sorry I didn't knock, but I didn't have any free hands. And neither do you.
I'm crying again.
I was just comforting her, Mary.
Oh, I know that. I mean, Christ. And you can't trust your own husband with his ex-mistress in your own bed. I mean, who can you trust, huh?
Mary, May's feeling a lot better, aren't you?
Yeah, you look a lot better.
I look like hell.
Yeah, you do. Well, maybe some soup would help or some cookies. I didn't know which you'd want, so I brought both.
Oh, no, I don't want anything. Honestly, I think I just want to go to the water room and splash some powder on my... I mean, I want to go to the powder room and splash some water. I think I should fix my makeup and maybe put some eyeliner on.
Oh, no.
You don't like eyeliner?
Oh, no, I do like eyeliner. It's just that you're still a little shaky, May. And, you know, with your hand wobbly like that, you might, you know, get the eyeliner up in your nose.
You're right. I'm a wreck. I'm a helpless
Oh, no,
wreck.
you're not a wreck. No, you're not. You're not. She's not, is she?
No, he's not a wreck, Mary.
No, May. Yeah, let me tell you something. I read a magazine, I was reading one in the dentist's office, and it was about suicide. And it said that once an attempted suicide has passed the crisis, then everything is fine. Because you see, May, all it is a call for help. You called, and we're here. So you see, everything is fine. Everything is fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe if I just had a couple of aspirins.
No! No pills, May! And you just get some rest, and you try to get some sleep, and Tom and I will be downstairs sleeping on the couch.
Yeah. Yeah, in the morning I'll drive you home, okay?
Yeah.
We'll both drive you home.
Please, Steve, open the door. Oh, you had it all through dinner. What is it? Oh, sure, I love the restaurant, except I was a little embarrassed dropping my food and all. No, I wasn't fine. I was clumsy. I've never eaten with chopsticks before. You know, I've never understood why all Japanese people don't starve. I guess it's because they have nimble fingers. Japanese fingers, you know, for chopsticks. You know, I bet that's how you do it. Sign language. You have nimble fingers. Oh, sure you do. You just don't realize it because it's second nature to you. You know, I bet if I took more sign language, I'd be able to eat Japanese food without putting the bowl up to my chin. Come on, Steve. What is it? If I sit, will you tell me what it is? Okay. Candles? It's like a ceremony or something. I said it's like a ceremony. Is it an occasion? What's the occasion? Patient. I am being patient. Champagne. Oh, it's so champagne and candles. It's so beautiful. Oh. To us. Mm. Boy, I am really lousy with surprises. I can't stand them. They drive me crazy. You know, when I was a kid, no closet was safe a month before Christmas. Oh, Steve. It's so light. What is it? Hey, what is this? You know, I knew somebody once who used to do something like this whenever they gave a record. Because, you know, you can't disguise the shape of a record. And that's light. Is it a record? It's what? Oh, Steve, it isn't. It can't be, not really. You wouldn't. Oh, you would. It's beautiful. Marry you? For real? No, I'm not surprised. I mean, I said to my folks that I was in love with you and that we'd probably get married. And I said it to myself. But I said it to myself about a lot of guys. Only none of them ever gave me a ring before. And I bet none of them ever really meant it. At least I don't think they meant it. And I never really meant it about any of them. Oh, yes. Of course, yes. Oh, I'm so sure, because I really feel that we can make each other happy. No matter what my father or anybody else says. Oh. Oh.
You dreamed last night, didn't you? What were you dreaming about?
How do you know I was dreaming?
Because your eyelids were fluttering and you were trying to make words.
Yeah. You make it sound like you were watching a dog or something, you know, when they caught chasing a rabbit or something. They dream about that.
What were you chasing?
I wasn't chasing anything.
Were you dreaming about May?
No, of course not.
But you have been thinking about her a lot lately, haven't you?
Well, I've been thinking about her because she's upstairs in our bedroom, that's why.
I'm a little distracted by that box of cereal,
Just
Freakies. Mostly they
You
use
know.
like just
Feeling for her?
unfixed label
Well,
boxes, but
You could
I
take
don't
some
remember
time to
Freakies.
answer that, you know.
I took all the time I need. Hey, come here. What are you gonna do when I go?
You mean to work?
Mm-hmm.
About May?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I haven't the vaguest idea. I'm just probably gonna be real nervous and very uncomfortable. And we'll probably talk about makeup and death and stuff like that.
Guess he's still upstairs, huh?
Yes, Mrs. Olinsky is still asleep.
Can I go look at her?
No, you cannot. But I'll tell you what you can do. You can go brush your teeth, comb your hair, and get ready for school. Come on, come on, come on.
Creepy.
You know what? I love the way you handle things.
What, Heather?
Anything.
Oh, boy. Who could it be at this hour of the morning? Hello?
Hi, Tom. It's Charlie. Look, I won't keep you long, but I just heard from that young doctor. You know, the guy that the hospital fired on account of Loretta's malpractice case, and he wants to get together with me about lawyers and like that.
Yeah?
Well, I don't know anything about that kind of stuff, and since I've been messing up so much, would you check it out with me, huh?
Well, sure, Charlie.
Sure what?
Because I don't know, because there's a lot at stake, and I don't know if I can get my job back, and,
Well, listen, Charlie, how can you sound so upbeat?
I do? Well, what's there to get down about? Did you talk to Mary yet about, Loretta and me bunking in with you guys?
Sure.
Sure what?
Is it okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
What's okay?
Because I really appreciate that, Look, I'll talk to you later, buddy, okay?
Okay, old buddy, don't worry. Bye-bye.
What? What?
Well, number one, Charlie wants me to backstop him with respect to Loretta's malpractice case, for a little advice. Number two, he wants to try to get his old job back again. And number three, he and Loretta asked if they could stay with us if they get evicted.
Wow. Your mind is so organized. That really amazes me. I mean, like the way that you were able to relate to Charlie's problem like that. You know what I think that helps.
Well, Charlie's my best friend.
No, I think that helps me. That's gonna help me with May. I'm gonna deal with her very rationally and very calmly. I'm gonna give her a cup of coffee. I'm gonna see how she feels. And then I'm gonna get her home. You don't think that she's gonna be any, trouble, do you? When she wakes up?
No.
Huh. I don't either.
Mary, are you up there?
Just a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're not Mary.
No.
Who are you? This is the Mary Hartman home, isn't it?
Yes?
I thought I recognized the kitchen when I came through.
I'm May.
Olinsky?
Yes. I work in payroll at the plant.
Oh, yes, I've heard your name mentioned many times. What are you doing here in Mary's bed? You don't mind me asking, do you?
Oh, no, as a matter of fact, it's a very logical question.
Is Tom here?
No. No, I think he's at work. I mean, I assume he's at work. You see, I just dropped by yesterday.
To see Tom?
No. As a matter of fact, to see Mary.
What about? She's not getting a divorce, you know.
Oh, yes, I know that. You see, I just stopped by, and then I started not to feel so good.
You spent the night here?
Yes?
Was Mary at home?
Now, Mrs. Shumway, honestly...
Now, I'm not trying to pry. I want you to realize that.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
of
are.
course.
It's just that it's a very unusual situation for me, coming into my daughter's bedroom and finding the woman she almost lost her husband to, just lying back here in her bed.
I wasn't trying to take her husband. It was just...
One of those things. I know that song. One of those crazy things. Ooh. Do you do it often?
Do what?
Move in on married man?
Now, I told you, I wasn't trying to take away her husband.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. George, that's my husband. He said that all the men down at the plant were so attracted to you.
Oh, well, he's sweet.
You're not attracted to George, are you?
Oh, no.
Oh, that's good. Then why did you come here to see Mary? Was it about somebody else's husband?
No, it was
It's not Charlie Agnes, is it?
just something very personal.
Oh, she's had all her shots for that. Besides, she found out she didn't have,
I just wish that wasn't such a general topic of conversation.
do you feel guilty? Is that why you came here, to tell her how guilty you felt?
No.
You don't feel guilty, huh? I think in a similar situation, I would have felt guilty. But then maybe after so much practice.
I have not had that much practice.
Hello? We're up here, Mary.
Mom, what are you doing here? Morning, May.
Good morning.
Well, I found your door wide open, your kitchen door, so I just came on in.
My door was open? Oh, I must have left it unlocked. And then the wind must have... So I went to the market. How are you feeling, May?
I don't really know.
She was telling me that she didn't feel very good, so I was trying to cheer her up.
By giving me the 3rd degree and talking about how I gave Tom a disease and how everybody at the plant is laughing at me behind my back.
Oh, no, dear, I didn't say that.
Oh, you might just as well. I mean, everybody knows. Got any cigarettes? What's the matter with you guys?
May, you're sounding a little upset again.
Me upset? I just want to jump.
No, May!
What?
No! We have awnings,
I don't care.
but they were just installed. They're canvas and they're striped and they would not break your fall.
Didn't you get the aluminum ones?
Oh no, we decided against the aluminum ones. May, let's all sit down and we'll all have a nice little talk.
No, I don't want to talk. I just want everyone to leave me alone, everyone!
Oh, Mary, she locked herself in there. Why did she do that?
May? What are you doing in there?
Oh, Mary, you don't think she's gonna...
May? Open the door! Right now! May, the cold water is where the hot water should be. They're reversed, so be careful.
Again, a really good example of why May needs to be in a professional setting. A lot of different plot points are stirring here. Steve finally asked Kathy to marry him. She said yes, and that's nice. Charlie and Loretta may end up staying at the Hartman residence. We'll see. I really appreciate how Charlie asked for Tom's advocacy when it came to talking to Dr. Abramson about the legal case. I think when it comes to being a friend to someone, being able to advocate for them is really meaningful and powerful as an act of friendship, to actually be there with someone when they need support. And that's in theme with May. Although I don't think that leaving her in their bedroom by herself is the right choice, it's some kind of act of compassion, and I get that. Of course, Martha is a sweetheart, but also almost always clueless about most things. Very seldom is it where she is talking sensibly, although, you know, her treatment of Steve is a rare exception, but in most cases, she's the person who's going to say the thing that sets someone off. And in this case, Martha's presence absolutely triggered May. This is why you don't leave someone in your home by themselves when they are recovering from crisis. So I guess next week we will see the outcome of May locking herself in the bathroom. Hopefully it's a positive outcome. That was the February 27th, 1976 episode of Mary Hartman, Mary Hartman. We are heading into March next week. So thank you for coming along, and we will see you next week in Fernwood.